Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Okay.
Auto drive now enabled.
The bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection for this most objectionable world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense, it's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here, it's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals. You will be okay. The bug, nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of objection
Auto
for this
drive
most
now
objectionable
enabled.
world. I am Andy, not my real name, so good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is, in fact, Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is, in fact, the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some might say. Joining me, as always, my next-door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense, it's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here, it's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing. And, of course, illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
Auto drive now
As a
disabled.
bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions, Alice, not even you, it's for the good of the country, everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background on the Bayeux Tapestry cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from, obviously, the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
Well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them by about another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do with being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well, with a special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration processing centre and was ever seen again?
No, Andy, I didn't hear that one.
Boom. Set up, punchline. Classic. For those of you unfamiliar with it, the Immigration Processing Centre is, of course, where so many of our guests to Britain go for a longer than desirable game of involuntary hide and seek. You are listening to The Bug. I will conclude by saying, out of all the things wrong with Britain today, I think immigration is right up there, Alice. When you think of all the health professionals we've stolen from overseas over the years here in Britain, it's quite possible that all these people are just coming here to try to get an appointment with their local doctor.
Yes, Andy, certainly as someone who came from the expanded arm of the empire when Britain was still reaching out rather than folding in on itself, most of us just come here to visit our stuff in the museums.
Speaking of international movement, Britain has recalled all European ambassadors after a spy scandal.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Well, what kind of manual override? Do I need to lift something or break something?
I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I've been watching World War II movies where the Germans all had English accents. They speak in that very, precise way. They had ways of making you talk, and now Germans all have that American accent. So instead of oh, those are the party, we're having a really hard time. What's friendly a German? What do you say?
Well, that's all today. I'd like to remember it's not as bad as you think. Honestly. I hope. Until next time. Bye-bye. Really enough, I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with partners. I'm sorry, baby, I love you. This is not the sort of deportation going really loudly in a threatening way.
So everyone else, no exception, Alex, not even you, but with a good old country, everyone else, unless you can prove that your family own the background of the Bayer tapestry, during King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not good enough. Unless you can show unalterably your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans, unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building...
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
I guess when you look at it, the best way to stop immigration, apart from obviously the end of the world, to make the places you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Well, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Sisters over. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them right out another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do it being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well, for the special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you, Alice, about immigration. Did you hear the one about the woman who went into the immigration process?
A secret entrance? Very cool! Hello? Is anyone in the dark? How do I turn on the lights?
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer... Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device. Whether you're using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic from Bloom's central command center, and it...
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin...
This is the Bug. Hello, Resistors. It's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you.
Now that's quite a find.
Coming up Today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible. Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I've followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she supposedly grew up in the countryside, but there isn't actually that much more we know about her other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be? When you've got a mind as amazing as Sky's, why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible. And she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people that I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some way. I think she believes that becoming data is preferable to being human. She's one of these people who's extremely methodical in everything that she does, and she does everything to perfection and really tries to change the world around her and make it a better place for us to live in.
If you say so.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
What a joker. I never write drunk. Also, Sabine sent me.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought that Optic's marketing strategy, making it free for people, was a stroke of genius.
Genius. Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get the last holdouts across the line. If free data didn't convince you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do, it's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
But the whole world thinks DedSec did the bombings. So who are the real bad guys?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this 0 Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as 0 Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Wow. You should be dead for sure. How come you're not?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Right now, DedSec is like London's #1 enemy. I want to smash bad guys, but I don't like getting shot.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I'm not afraid. Let's get to work.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Yes! Nice one! Nice one! Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Just like that. That's it.
Right. Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the...
What's the job?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
That is how Albion have taken all of their power. Keep everyone afraid and they don't fight back.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Yes, let's do this.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Fucking believable. Fucking hell. Can you believe this shit? What the fuck is going on? Shit. Hey, yo, relax. Chill. Yo, you're being long right now, you know. Yo, easy. Fuck's sakes. Do you smoke? Oh, man. Hey, I bet your knees are sore.
Hey, nice to see you.
Ultimate stress reliever. Lucky at the shop. Have a nos. Have a nos. It's good for any situation. Trust me. What the fuck is going on? Hello? I'm talking to you. This is full. Someone got their arse graft on their face, eh? Arse face.
Can't even have a real conversation anymore, can you? How are you? It's not that we can't agree on the facts, it's that we can't agree on what a fact is. We're in the midst of an epidemic crisis, darling. It really is a crisis. Some people just refuse to live in reality. How do you even begin to talk to someone like that?
few throws less in the middle of the night. Pop up around, beat up, and we're fine.
And I have to sit there and talk to it. And it's like, yeah, I get it. We're having a hard time, but it's not easy for any of us, you know?
I don't blame her, really. We've all slept with there are no dogs. Demoralized. I wish I knew how to help her. Well, I would if I could. I'm so busy.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! Just to let you know, if the police catch you with that, they'll have the right to search you in the you-know-where.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location.
Received. Let's keep this by the book, over.
Control, I've lost the target.
Return to HQ. This is pointless.
You piece of shite.
Yeah? No, I entirely understand.
Bloody piece of junk.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right.
No, thank you.
Uh-huh. No. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Soft drone. I've had it for you.
seem nervous.
Of course. My regards to your mum.
Oh, it was...
Get the fuck out of here! I told you to get lost.
I don't answer to you, your fucking majesty.
He is well made, yeah. I know. Yeah. It's bad.
Whatever.
Taking a chance, making a little money. Really? No.
Not amused, and that reception sounded loud. Right, this is absolute boring.
Awaiting area crime. Look at you, all out and about. What's a gormless twat like you doing out here all alone? I've heard DedSec's hiring old lazy sods like yourself. You wouldn't work for them, would you?
Piss off.
Think next time.
Please pass through this checkpoint in an orderly manner. Those who do not cooperate will be detained.
Boring today, isn't it?
Make sure our voices are heard. Yeah!
But we haven't heard too much about that since.
Seriously, no, hold on.
Tests are dangerous for civilians and have the potential to turn violent.
Good enough for me. Albin is everywhere now. Their brand is all over the city. They mark us and taunt us and claim to own us, but they can never own me. We will fight back.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
Check.
If you hijack that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What do we do now?
You need to steal information about Albion's plans. That'll give us what we need to really put the hurt on their operations.
What's going on?
Facial recognition in progress.
You're more likely to hurt yourself if you play darts while drunk, but let's be honest, that would be hilarious.
That's a phone call control. I'm on you here.
Okay, yeah.
want the target now. Drone, enter search protocol.
Are you fucking blind?
Harvesting their organs, kidneys, hearts, even lungs, for their meat market. Well, that is not my preferred usage of the term meat market. That. That's how fleet will form. Don't even bother with clown. There are still ways to have fun in this city without that. Their operations goes in and out. Those fools want to make you ready whenever they drop the best goods on the market. It's all sales. You'll have a good time. Just whether he's the most antisocial businessman in London or he's a fucking hitman.
You look like trouble. You like to fight for freedom?
Wait, are you a DedSec? I just so happen to need some help.
Why don't you say what the problem is first? Then we see.
Working for Albion has made me ill. I was working in their warehouse. The bastards neglected to inform us that we were handling something that made us, well, gave us unwelcome trouble in the bedroom.
That's just terrible.
Well, I took it up with the regulators, but all they said was there's insufficient evidence to investigate. How could regulators turn a blind eye to this? Something is amiss here.
Sounds like Albion has the government in its pocket. We'll find the truth for you. What do we do now?
Hang on, I'm scanning every single government employee schedule for evidence of a cover-up. It takes oh, never mind, I'm done. Ah, here we are. A high-ranking Albion officer met a medium-ranking public health official on a boat in the middle of the Thames, right around when our contact got sick.
Good job, Bagley. Does boat have security system we can access?
It's in London, so almost definitely. Pushing you the boat's current location now.
nibbling
Auto
away
drive
on the
now
rotten carcass
enabled.
of a once-free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Resistance fans. You're listening to the Bug Podcast, the objective voice of... for this most objectionable world. I am Andy.
Auto drive now
so
disabled.
Good luck finding me, Monsieur Bloom. My real name is in fact Andrew, and I live in, note this down, a deluded pseudo-reality of my own making, which is in fact the most densely populated place on Earth these days, overcrowded, some would say. Joining me, as always, my next door neighbour in these Netherlands of nonsense, it's Alice.
Yes, indeed, it is Alice. Alice, who the bleep is Alice? I am not going to tell you that, but you can just sort of sense it from the timbre of my voice.
Let's spin the wheel and find out where we're getting today's news from. Here, it's coming from here. I must get a new wheel with at least one other place on it. And the headline today, Alice, our borders are safe. We can all sleep easy in our well-bordered beds. 4,000 illegals were deported last month. These illegal people breaking the law just by existing, and of course illegality is contagious. It can osmose through your skin just by standing next to an illegal person. So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country, and I'm here in Britain on my own.
As a bleeding heart lefty, Andy, I would normally be outraged about this, but really I think mass deportation is a very handy way to break up with a partner. I'm sorry, baby, I love you, but an anonymous source has reported you for snoring really loudly in a French way.
So everyone out, no exceptions, Alice, not even you. It's for the good of the country. Everyone out, unless you can prove that your family are in the background on the Bayeux Tapestry cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of my country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from, obviously, the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option, extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. And we can extend them like that another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain.
boat is moored nearby. You should be able to scrape some onboard surveillance data if you get close.
Yes, I understand.
Look at you, all out and about.
There's the boat where the meeting took place. You can scrape the data from here.
I'm sending you the data.
I'll scrub through for evidence of the cover-up while you get out of there.
Bagley, what do we have?
That was quite the sinister conversation they had. Have a listen.
Next time you move ordnance that contain biohazardous materials through Clan Kelly's black market, make sure people don't die, okay? I don't want to have to cover this up for you again.
That sounds like a confession to me. We should clean up these wastes before anyone gets hurt.
Pushing you the location of the toxic ordnance now. All right, let's just say this is physical coordination training. I'll keep track of your score.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Immigrants, migrants, and illegals. Those are some of the words officials use in their public statements. Tonight on GBB we ask, why won't the UK and EU use the word refugee?
Okay, I'm here.
The biohazardous ordnance is nearby. It shouldn't poison you too much if you're quick about it.
Now it is time for violence.
Let's end this.
Doing a sweep of the premises. Drone, perform a search.
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere. Any sign of the target? Clear. Keep looking. Area is clear. Continuing the search. Clear. Move on. Hostile here. It could be anyone. What's next? 30 yards. There's nothing here. All clear over here. Moving on. Degenerates!
there it is. Time to do your destroying other people's property thing.
Locate the suspects.
We've got a pint for whoever finds them. Drone, perform a search.
Keep it up!
There, good and fucked. Well done. You enjoyed destroying that, didn't you? I know I did.
Terminating the search.
You don't stop this, and I
Oh, yeah! Yes, baby, yes! You know that problem? DedSec sorted it.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
You seem tough, like a fighter. We like this in DedSec. You want to join?
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
hear something? That was definitely something. Control, let's find whoever's playing with the door.
You are this.
Why, won't one?
Search on this motor. Drone, initiate search.
just can't handle this right. What? Hey, drop the gun. You have any idea how awkward it is to ask someone to punch you in the middle of a shag? It freaks people out. Take yourself through it. Woohoo! I like this, but it would be better if you could give me a couple of lashes too. Most of just talk nasty to each other. Everyone's cool with that now. Maybe I should bring up over there. No, thank you. So I guess that part of me I thought was anyway, I'm reading a ton of fantasy again. Remember you know what? Magic is so
Hey there, friend.
Is it the dance you enjoy, or is that just something to do with your hands while you get shit-faced?
something I just got on a lot better. Shutting the hell up. I grew up doing everything I thought needed to be said. That I had some kind of gift and value, right? Talk about self-centeredness. At some point, I realized that I was just chatting too much, and I wasn't hearing anyone else. And that's it.
problem. I don't want trouble. Flying bucket. You better keep your head down, mate. Albion will make life miserable for you.
Gathering stuff more than 5 humans is a crime. Albion will protect at all costs.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Make sure there's room at the processing center. Standing by with the payload. Okay, but... No, you sure? Alright, I hear you.
Protest report.
I thought someone else. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, say again? Right.
Okay, but... Why, what? No. Hey, watch out!
Disobedience will be met with force.
gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime.
Shoot! Fly! Shoot!
Reminder, it is illegal.
That's it. No more games. Now we both know you have what I want, so just pick it up already. Now, twat.
All right, just chill out.
Right, let's find her what's-its then. Just about there.
Come right in, show's about to start.
Are you watching at home, online, on the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day.
Are you sure you want to do this? You look weak.
Just like a proper live highlight reel. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting! Oh shit! What absolutely disgusting blow! I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fuck in. solid blowed out. Almost knocked their teeth right out. Oh, they're gonna feel that hitch in the morning. If they wake up. Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet and let them hear it. Now that's entertainment. And what a massive blow to all the fighters. Whoa, that hit looked like a fucking hurt. Well, that's what happens when you're shit. She's fire. She's the big money. Give it up for one fighter who's single-handedly responsible for more than half of our damage costs. She's a real firecracker.
Are you sure you want to do this? You look weak.
You think you could just do whatever you want?
Oh shit! Could that be the win right now?
You trying to get killed, fam?
Fucking wild blood! And that's the kind of shit we tune him for. Out with the old and in with the new. Wow! Collect your winnings if you're lucky enough, people.
Alright, where's it home most? Well. Alright, where's it home most? Shit, what happened here? Alright, where's it home most? Huh? Well.
Last year, nearly half of British parliamentarians were absent for more than 60% of votes. Even our Prime Minister recently set a record for most days spent outside the country in a calendar year. So who's running the show? Join us on GBB tonight to find out.
All right, you're here. Let's find the thing. Just about there.
Just in time. Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you'd better be. Beds are closed and we're ready to roll.
You just gonna stand there all day?
An unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone will come back from that. Oh, yes, knockdown. That was a lovely knockdown. We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other. They're getting murdered in there. A solid hit. That's the shit we like to see. All right, people. We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling.
Just give
Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other. Now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Fuck yes! Now here comes a bloke who knows how to have a terror. Fronting for his hooligan mates, he'll never let them down. Blow that chat up, folks! Our next match is gonna be a wild one!
Look at this. You know who I am? I fucking run these end.
Oh, that ain't look like it fucking hurt! A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people?
Hey, you think you're hard enough? I was gonna knock you straight.
Almost knocked their teeth right out! Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Don't know how anyone will come back from that. Talking about solid strike and solid fight. Absolutely nobody saw that win coming. Unless you did, then you've just made yourself a proper lumpy bit of dosh.
Stand back, please.
Not listening to me. I went on a shopping spree. I'm a demonstration. Well, I'm listening. Yeah. I know people who love.
Last year, nearly half of British parliamentarians were absent for more than 60% of votes. Even our Prime Minister recently set a record for most days spent outside the country in a calendar year. So who's running the show? Join us on GBB tonight to find out.
Right, let's find out what's it then. Just about there.
Go fuck 'em off!
Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you better be. Bets are closed and we're ready to roll.
Ready to lose?
Now that's entertainment. And one massive blow to our fighter. Fucking wild blow, oh my God! And then down! Did you see all that on the live stream? Are you watching at home, online, on the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow there. They're getting murdered in there. Fucking hell! Seriously, no one will be able to get up from that. Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet and let them in. Just like a proper live highlight reel. And that's a hit. Run for the record books. Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting! Thought you'd seen it all? Well, think again. Two fighters that will never fail to blow us all out of the water. They say two heads are better than one. Well, how about four fists?
All right then, let's go. This will be a nice, easy warm-up.
Oh, they're gonna feel that hitch in the morning if they wake up. Now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fight. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell!
Oi, come here and show me what you
That's a hit! One for the record books! Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting!
Hope you're ready to bleed.
Almost not there.
This will be a nice, easy warm-up. Hope you're ready to bleed.
Unbelievable blow! Don't know how anyone will come back from that. They're getting murdered in there. Now that's entertainment. One massive blow to our fighter.
Oi, come here and show me what you got.
Fucking wild blow! Oh my God!
Well, this will be a nice, easy warm-up. Oi, come here and show me what you got.
And then now! Did you see all that on the live stream? Absolute legend! Here to spoil dreams and crush hopes! That's why you bet on the underdog!
Right, I'm leaving.
Oh god.
I ain't looking for trouble.
Oh god.
Control to all units. Possible hostile.
Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
They say a picture paints 1,000 words. I'll judge a book by its cover, then rip out the blur. They say a picture paints 1,000 words. I'll judge a book by its cover, then rip out the blur. They say a picture paints 1,000 words. I'll judge a book by.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Run all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle of Bacardi, rolls in my ear saying spoon, don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Hitting with a walk, I don't scrap. Even when I'm sober, I'm so gassy, right? But there's no car and no match. Clown, stand down, never had a mirror. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, and then look, you back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said off that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like, yeah, skin's gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them I call me, you see my done there.
Assemblies of over 5 units will be assembled. Albion will protect at all costs.
Got the situation here.
I need some cover.
Accept it! There's no way out!